Let's bring in Jacob Olidort, former White House advisor, now senior policy advisor at the America First Policy Institute. Thank you so much for being here. Let's start off with that drone attack. It's one of the largest drone attacks conducted by Ukraine against Russia, one exploding over a major refinery, as we just heard, another hitting a power station. Why does Ukraine, how important is it that Ukraine target and go after Russia's energy sector?
Well, thanks so much, Brian, for having me on. It's great to be with you. It's very important. And in fact, it is important for the U.S. to have a strategic approach to how we provide Ukraine with the arms, the platforms that it needs to achieve victory against Russia, which I believe is the right and the correct objective to have there. But I think stepping back a little bit, I think the anchor mentioned these are domestically produced drones. There are a range of factors for why we might be hesitant to provide the more advanced military technology that we would like to for Ukraine, and that is for fear that it ends up in the wrong hands. Iran, of course, has advisors on the ground there, has been providing Russia with drones, and were it to have its hands on one of these drones, it could reprogram it, use it against Israel and Ukraine and so forth. And so I think it's important, and I think it comes at a time when we need to step back and consider what it is, how we're providing Ukraine with the assistance it needs to achieve victory, and how we are talking about and hopefully defining already what the end state for this absolutely devastating war that's ruined millions of families ought to be.
We continue as a point of policy to give Ukraine the go-ahead to use certain weapons incrementally. Just in May, we allowed to the use of artillery and short-range rockets. Now, Volodymyr Zelensky is asking the United States to allow them to strike specific locations with their long-range missiles and to provide those weapons. Do you think that the United States should go there at this point and just, allow them to use these long-range weapons with specific targets?
I think it absolutely must be part of a strategic plan that we have, not only for achieving an end state, as I mentioned just now, and a path for achieving it, but far less discussed is for the day after. Look, after this war ends, which it will end at some point, Ukraine will be rightfully armed to the teeth with American and allied technology, and we want it to continue to serve as a deterrent against a major strategic adversary, and we want, at the same time, to ensure that our technology is protected from landing in the wrong hands. So we absolutely must give Ukraine what it needs to achieve victory and must make that be a part of a broader strategy, not only for the end state of ending the war, but also the day after that. And I should just add one thing. Doing that, even announcing that there are day after discussions taking place, not only would allay many Americans reasonable questions about the direction of our assistance, but actually could serve as a meaningful deterrent itself, just that announcement against Russia and against Iran, to show that we're not just piecemeal helping partners here and there. We are actually in it for the long haul.
And finally, on the ground, the Ukrainians say they have about 500 square miles of Russian territory under their control. They've captured some 600 Russians. But on the Russian side, they are making their way to a key railway station and area. I'm wondering, just very quickly here, where do you see the fighting on the ground?
Absolutely. Well, there's no question that Russia will aim to seize as much critical infrastructure as possible, and including those railways, which of course could be part of, just hearing that, it could be part of a blockade of any kind. And so none of that should be surprising. I mean, Russia is looking to go as far as possible, as is Ukraine, and they're looking to the United States for leadership, for clarity and for a vision for how this ends and what role the U.S. will play afterwards.
Yeah, it'll be fascinating to see where this goes at this point. We are now 920 days into this war. Jacob Olidort, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for your expertise on the matter.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.